Paul Dunstan Wnek. I was a bosun mate, third class diver, special operations. One time we were diving on a boat, and I had a bad cold, so I wasn't to dive because I was all plugged up, but I was in diving gear. So I was in a diving boat while the divers were down underneath the ship, and all of a sudden, a tug went by, which is supposed to go at minimal speed, and he was gunned it right there. And the men underneath the water got all churned up, got banged up. One broke his ribs. And then all of a sudden, I heard over the radio 444, and they were pulling on the lines, 444, which means you got to get help quick. 444 when you pull on a line. That's that. So there's nobody around, so I put my diving gear. I dove down. I cut again with the knife. I cut some lines free. Brought the one guy up, and the other guy came up. And on the way up, I says, "Oh, I feel good. My ears were popping. Boom, boom, boom. Popping sound. Great." So when I got up, the other divers were in a boat already. They're helping this one guy in the boat. They go, "Hey, Wnek, what's the matter?" I says, "You got blood on your cheek." I went like, "What's that from?" So I had a rubber hood on. So I didn't realize that I had popped my eardrums. So when I took the hood off, just the air alone, just the movement of the air was excruciating pain. And this was, I think it was a carrier we were working on. So they took me right up to sick bay, and they said, "Well, you did a good job. You blew both your eardrums." So they stopped the bleeding, but I never saw that they could pack so much things into your ear. It was unbelievable. So they did that, and the men made fun of me for a couple of days because I had to wear earmuffs in the summertime. They called me Mickey Mouse, called me everything. But about 8 weeks later, I was able to dive again. Another time I got hurt, I was coming up between ships. We were working between ships, and we had a boat wedged. The diving boat was wedged in between the ships. And again, another boat went by. The red flags were up that the divers were in the water, and they didn't adhere to it. They went by, and as I came up alongside the ship, the boat went by, and it moved the other ship to bang into the diving boat and crushed us between the ship and the boat. And we were pushing off as much as possible, but I thought I broke all my ribs, but I just bruised them real bad. The worst pain of that was I didn't have much hair on my chest, and it hasn't grown yet. They went to, they taped me up. I mean, literally taped me up, tape on the skin, no gauze, to hold me in. And the pain was so bad, that every stupid joke is funny. And guys go around and make you laugh just to watch you wince in pain. But taking the tape off was probably one of the worst experiences I had. I had to go to the naval base to have the ship's, not the ship's doctor, the Navy doctor, remove the tape. This was the old style white tape. They'd spray stuff on it, but they were pulling the top layer of skin off. So I had another week or two that I had to just let that heal if I could do it. That was the most pain I had. Plus getting banged around a lot, other cuts and bruises, coral cuts on the hands from working around coral or underneath the ship with the barnacles. You get all these cuts to where you can't even close your hands, and you got to get in the water, soak them to get them pliable. But we used to soak them in Vaseline to heal them, so you didn't get infections on them. But razor cuts. Working with the demolition was interesting. Here's a young kid, wow, this is real explosives. I mean, like I said, it was a trip for me.